Hello, friends. We are also aware of the spike in anti-Semitism in our country and in our community. Every week, I receive calls from congregants whose children have experienced some form of anti-Semitic bullying or witnessed a remark, a so-called joke, or some form of anti-Semitism. We have done so much in our community to combat this deeply disturbing rise in hate towards our people. We have strengthened our relationships with the local police, the San Ramon Valley Unified School District, and have partnered with Jewish organizations that combat this particular form of hate. Perhaps the most powerful thing we have done is work closely with our faith community partners to raise awareness about the rise of anti-Semitism. Our local faith community partners through iServe, the Interfaith of the San Ramon Valley, and the Contra Costa Interfaith Council have stood with us as we have marched and rallied to call attention to anti-Semitic activity and have stood together affirming that this kind of hate is an anathema to our non-Jewish friends and neighbors as well. And yet, often when these detestable things happen, we find ourselves feeling helpless and wondering what we can do to make a difference in the face of this hatred toward Jews. My friends, the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, has just released two important investigative reports that reveal how to disrupt paths that extremists are using to recruit supporters, raise funds, and plan more hate activities. I strongly encourage you to go to the ADL website and read the ADL crowdfunding report entitled How Bigots and Extremists Collect and Use Millions in Online Donations. The report details how white supremacists and other anti-Semitic groups have used internet crowdfunding to support their hateful work. An analysis by the ADL Center on Extremism found that between 2016 and 2022, extremists raised at least $6.2 million using crowdfunding platforms. We'll also find another study worth your time on the website. It's entitled Bad Gateway: How Deplatforming Affects Extremist Websites. In the words of the ADL, this report is a rare look at the internet infrastructure that provides vital services to extremist websites. These findings, released by the ADL Center for Technology and Society, are proof that deplatforming, removing infrastructure that online platforms rely on, can reduce the spread of online hate and harassment. This study provides irrefutable evidence that deplatforming rapidly reduces the popularity of the website. In some instances, the organization spewing hate never recovers its previous audience size. One stunning example is the neo-Nazi website, The Daily Stormer, a website where users post anonymous hateful content that feeds anti-Semitism. When internet infrastructure companies deplatform this website, The Daily Stormer has struggled to remain online after 17 different domain name changes due to the deplatforming. The ADL is providing valuable advice to internet infrastructure companies, policymakers, and advocacy organizations to strongly invigorate this successful deplatforming activity. The ADL encourages each one of us to join in urging Congress and the Biden administration to crack down on extremist fundraising. Today, I wrote to our Congressman, Mark DeSaulnier, representing the 10th District of California, to strongly urge him to participate in these efforts to prevent hate groups from raising money on the internet. On the ADL website, you can join the effort to call on internet companies to unite against hate and stop doing business with extremists. I signed the petition and I encourage you to do so as well. We are not helpless against this terrible tide of hate. We can and must act if we hope to make a difference against the surge of anti-Semitism that we face. Please go to the ADL website. Educate yourself. Share this information with your friends and neighbors. Let us find our voices and raise them against this hatred. Here at Beth Chaim, we already have scheduled, as a part of our Sharing Shabbat Together, a presentation by a teacher of nonviolent communication who will address how this tool can help us combat anti-Semitism. I hope you find this information helpful, and I hope you act with me to stand against it. Stay well and stay safe and be well. Shalom uvracha, peace and blessings.